What's going on YouTube? It's your boy The Real RX, man. We got breaking news on the school shooting in Uvalde, Texas. Rest in peace those innocent kids, rest in peace those teachers, and rest in peace all those innocent lives that's been taken. Make sure you hit that like button and make sure you smash that subscribe button, y'all, because I'm really finna elaborate on this video. But I'm not gonna talk too much. Let's get straight into it.
Police response to the Robb Elementary School massacre in Uvalde, Texas was a failure. But it was apparently an even bigger mess than we knew. A new bombshell investigation from the New York Times reports the incident commander in charge, the school district police chief, Pete Arredondo, showed up without his police radio to communicate. The Times cites a law enforcement official familiar with the investigation. The newspaper reports Arredondo decided in the first minutes to fall back after the gunman's bullets grazed a couple of police supervisors. He reportedly called a police landline from his cell phone to request more backup and said the gunman was contained. Of course, we now all know that the children were trapped inside that classroom with the gunman, cowering in fear, some playing dead, others calling 911.
Man, y'all. So, dude, he don't even bring his police radio, right? Has to call for backup on his cell phone. Not his police radio, his cell phone, right? Tells the first response to retreat because a few of them were grazed, and then tells the backup that the shooter's been contained. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. For a whole minute, yo, this does not make any sense.
Begging for help. So instead of confronting the gunman immediately, like they had been trained since Columbine, police officers held back for more than an hour.
An hour.
As we reported, Border Patrol agents eventually ignored that police chief's orders and led a stack of officers in the classroom to kill the gunman. The Times reports they were done waiting for permission. They continued even after one of them heard a command crackling in his earpiece, "Do not breach."
What is going on, y'all? So, yeah, I cannot make this up. I don't understand how the chief can say that the shooter's been contained and then put your men on standby for a whole hour while innocent lives are being taken, innocent young children and teachers. Imagine this: you 4 or 5 years old, you're going to school, you know, with your friends, and you have to face death. They don't understand what death is. They don't understand how serious an active shooter is. I mean, yeah, they might do drills, but let's be honest, as a young man, as adults, when someone brings out a firearm, you automatically get on edge. It's no fucking joke. Guns are not meant to be played with. This is fucking serious. Imagine how them kids are feeling. Imagine how them school teachers are feeling. School teachers get paid to teach the children, the youth. They don't get paid to protect and serve. An hour. Imagine somebody breaking your house, and the police and there was a way the police said, "Oh, we can't make it to your house in the next 30 minutes," and you in that motherfucker fighting for your life. Let's just say y'all in this bitch knuckling up. The average American can't fight for 30 minutes, nigga. Excuse my language. Imagine you was fighting for 30 minutes. That's gonna be the longest 30 minutes of your life. Motherfuckers in jail that be fighting in the jail cell for 2-3 minutes, wishing the guard to come save them. Man, that 3 minutes gonna feel like hell if you ain't never knuckled up. An hour. It makes no sense. Man, this gotta stop. This doesn't.
It's not just the police chief under fire either. The father of one of the murdered students is now going after the maker of the AR-15 style rifle used in the shooting. a company called Daniel Defense. The father has hired the same lawyer who successfully sued Remington for Sandy Hook families. That suit settled for $73 million. The attorney is seeking information from Daniel Defense about its marketing to teens and children. Look at
what is this ad? What is this? Train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it. Why do they have a little kid with an AR-15? I'm not getting the image. Now look. I don't mind people educating their children on how to use firearms and proper firearm safety. We live in a cruel world. It's a lot of evil. It's a lot of evil in the world, and people need to be educated on guns and how to protect themselves, self-defense, and learn the proper ways to manage a firearm and to protect your family members and yourself. But you have to do it the correct way. You have to do it the correct way. You have to introduce this to your children the right way. I'm not putting no AR-15 in my 5 or 6 year old in his hands. You know what I'm saying? Until I actually teach him what this gun can really do. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna have to really teach him. And before I even introduce a weapon into my child's hand, into the household, guess what? I'm going to make sure that my family, my son, my kids are strong mentally. That's the most important thing. Before you start bringing around guns, you need to make sure that your family and your children are strong mentally. See, a lot of these school shooters, a lot of these mass murderers, they weren't born into the world cruel. No baby's born and wants to kill people. They're defenseless. They don't know these things. Now, as they are growing up and society is molding them, that's when the evil thoughts come in. The bullying, the picking, and just the constant pressure. That's what turns people into monsters. You have to teach your kids and children how to handle that and how to address certain situations. You feel me? Now, I've never thought about taking someone's life. You feel me? Have I been bullied? Have I been picked at before? Yeah, I have. But then when I went back and told my pops, he like, man, you gonna have to handle that. And so what? So what if you lose? So what if you gotta use these? It's okay. It's okay. But see, as they keep picking and keep bullying and keep nagging at that one little kid, this is the outcome. This is what happens. He becomes a monster. That's what it is. Now, am I saying is it right to go in there and kill people? No. But at the same time, you have to make sure that they're right mentally before you bring any type of guns, any type of weapons into their hands. For sure. You have to make sure they're good mentally. That's the most important part. Because nobody's gonna make sure you're good except for yourself and your family members. America doesn't give a fuck. The government doesn't give a fuck. They just don't care. We keep getting school shootings, massive shootings, back to back to back, and nothing has been done. It makes no sense. I'm tired of it.
1 week before the shooting, the company tweeted this photo, a toddler holding an assault-style rifle in his lap. CNBC's Perry Russum live in Uvalde tonight. Perry.
Shep, we also have a teacher who was going after the gun maker. They filed a petition here in court. This was filed at 7:01 yesterday Central Time at District Court, which is right across the street from where thousands have come to remember the 21. The first legal action is being taken in the Uvalde school shooting. Robb Elementary teacher Amelia Marin has filed a petition asking to depose Daniel Defense. According to the petition, Daniel Defense designed, manufactured, marketed, and sold the rifle to the gunman through a local dealer. Marin is asking for testimony and evidence for a potential lawsuit. Today, investigators for the district attorney are back at the school, checking the door the gunman used to get in. Frustration continues to build on the delayed response from police. Ruben Mata Montemayor's great-granddaughter, Lexi, was killed in the shooting.
That was my purpose, to see how quickly they would get there.
On Sunday, he went to the memorial downtown and pulled a knife on police.
I got a knife! I got a knife! Pull your gun! I hollered at them that they didn't have the cojones to do their job.
Lexi's parents are scheduled to testify before a House Oversight Committee next week, along with fourth grader Mia Cerrillo, who says she smeared blood on herself and played dead to survive.
Crazy.
The question now is, what will the Congress do?
In New York, Republican Congressman Chris Jacobs, who came out in support of banning assault weapons, is now dropping out of his re-election race.
Since that time, every Republican elected...
Man, y'all. I don't think people realize how serious this really is. That poor girl had to play dead and wipe her dead friend's blood on her to not die. Imagine that. To not die. The police was outside for an hour and not doing nothing. You know how, like I said earlier, you know how long an hour is, man? That's a long ass time. People getting killed. People are getting shot. People are getting hurt. The youth is getting hurt. Kids. When you send your kids to school, you shouldn't have to worry about, is my kid gonna come back home alive? Think about that. Think about that. You shouldn't. That's the last thing you should ever expect. But in today's age, it can happen. It can definitely happen. And this shit is sad. Shit is very sad. Shit is very sad. And the police need to be held accountable. Everybody within that organization needs to be held accountable, because this is not it. This is not it. And me being a black man, it's kind of crazy, because I've seen a lot of situations where a black man could be walking down the street and 15 cops pull up in a matter of 2 minutes. I got pulled over a few months ago, and I was allegedly the guy that they was looking for. I looked like the guy they was looking for. I got pulled over on the side of the road right outside my job, and it was no joke. I did not move. Takes me out the car, asks me if there's any drugs, any guns. No, I'm going to work. I got my work clothes on, right? And then all of a sudden, four or five other cops pull up, and I'm outside. And this was quick. But you telling me a mass shooting, a mass murderer, killing innocent kids, and y'all want to stay outside for an hour? It doesn't make sense, man. This shit's no joke, and we need to change. For real. We need better policing. We need more protection for our youth, for our children, because they can't keep dying. How many kids have to die in order for them to make change? Because obviously the government does not care. They do not care. If they cared, they would have fixed this a long time ago, but they don't. They don't. Y'all, if you watch this vid, comment below what you think. What changes could help, or how could we fix this? How could we fix this? How can we prevent this from happening? I feel like, me personally, it starts in the household with the parents. Like I said, you shouldn't be introducing weapons. You shouldn't even have weapons in the crib until you raise your children the right way and make sure they're strong mentally, because it all starts mentally. You feel me? Those kids that are getting bullied, they're broken mentally. And then the flip side is, if you 15, 16-year-old, you know right from wrong. You know, walking into going to a school and killing children, 3 to 4 year olds, 5 year olds, 6 year olds. That's bad. I don't care what you say. I don't care if they're mentally unstable. You know right from wrong. But then the sense it starts from the household. You have to hold yourself accountable. You have to hold yourself accountable because you gotta understand these killers, these demons. They not going to the police station and shooting at the police station. They're not going to hoods and trying to find killers in the hood because they gonna shoot back. They want easy kills. They want the world to feel their pain, how they been feeling, and that's why they do it. Man, it's shit just sad, man. Shit just sad. It really is, and I'm tired of it, and I'm pretty sure y'all are tired of it too. It's your boy, The Real RX. I'm gone. I'm out, and y'all stay safe.